Gentlemen, we've got ourselves a series. About time. These conference finals were getting boring. After watching the Nuggets sweep the Lakers, there was nothing more disgraceful than that, being a Laker fan. But oh boy, back to the point. The Celtics and the Heat. We're going to Game 6, people. We're going to Game 6 tonight at 8:30. That Game 5, I'll tell you what, that Game 5 was, the Celtics came out hot. From the start to the finish, they came guns blazing. They came to win. They were, in the first quarter, they were just knocking down threes. There was no coming back for the Heat at that point. Derek White was splashed 3 threes in the first quarter, hit a buzzer beater in the end of the first. Marcus Smart had a really good game. He had 5 steals. He came in really hot. Jason Tatum too. He played up to par. He played really good as well. Even Jaylen Brown had a better game than most games this series. He's been struggling a lot this year. But the Heat, what happened? After the first 3 games coming out hot, coming in with the Heat culture, that desire to win, just falling short these last 2 games. And I'll tell you what, the Heat did not look good. Jimmy Butler, I don't know what happens with Jimmy Butler some games. So there's games where he looks like he's the best player in the league. He's shooting the ball like lights out. And then there's games like these where he's only having 10 shots a night. It's incredible. I don't get it. Bam Adebayo, he just got the Al Horfords of the world and Robert Williams. They were just locking him up. He couldn't do anything. He didn't do anything in Game 5 or even in Game 6. But he had a really good start to the series. The Heat in general, but I can't keep on hating on the Heat. It was just one of those games where the Celtics depth just decided to show up, and they did. But I'll tell you what, the Heat, this whole playoffs though, they've been incredible. You watch them play, they're fun to watch, and especially with these undrafted guys like the likes of Max Strus, the likes of Caleb Martin, and Gabe Vincent. That guy he was a big miss in Game 6. He was averaging 17 points throughout the whole playoffs. He was having a really good series. And there were those guys, they just came to play. Those guys that they've been coming to play this series, these playoffs. They've been really good. They've been impressive. Jimmy Butler has been playing out of his mind. He's been incredible to watch these playoffs. But I'll tell you what, the first series against the Bucks, they came out guns blazing. They were shooting really good from 3. Everything just was playing out. Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Max Strus was knocking them down. But in the Knicks series, they weren't shooting as good from 3, and we noticed they only shot 29% from 3. But guys, who's going to take it? The real question is, who's going to take this series? You know, Jason Tatum and Marcus Smart, they said it. All we needed was one game, and we're up and running. And they're showing that. The question is, can they prove that and push it to a Game 7 tonight? You know, I believe the Celtics do have the depth. They have a really good roster. They have Malcolm Brogdon, who is out injured. They have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, the defensive player of the year. He's been amazing. He's amazing to watch defensively. They got Al Horford, Derek White. He's really good for them. As a role player. They really have the roster. Robert Williams. They have this really good team. But there's just nights where they don't show up. But the Heat, those guys, all those undrafted players, all those players in their roster, man, there's some tough dudes on that team. Hayward Highsmith, he had a good game in Game 5. In Game 5. Like we were talking about before, they have a good roster. They have this hunger. You watch the Heat play, they come with this hunger. They're not the best roster. They don't have the best roster. But they come with this desire to win and play basketball. They get stops. It's not a beautiful brand of basketball, but you got to give credit where credit is due. Eric Spoelstra what a coach he is. To bring even the Miami front office, it's just a congratulations overall for them, man. Be the 8th seed and to make it all the way to the conference finals, that's a huge accomplishment for them. And I'll tell you what. If they win this series, we will remember them for history. They will be remembered like the Knicks, like the Warriors. They will be remembered regardless of anything. So I wonder who's going to take it. I really do. I think the Celtics, if they win today, they'll take it at 7. But it all depends how Jimmy Butler comes to play. He's been, he hasn't played. He didn't play good last game. Hopefully he steps up. We'll see who comes up to the plate. We'll find out soon, guys. I'll keep you all posted post-match. So let me know in the comments below who do you think is going to win. Good game, boys. Catch you later. Deuces.